Hey everyone, this is my tutorial on Sibl Gui, and it's a lighting application system, third-party program for 3D programs like Maya, 3ds Max, and Soft Image. It's a really cool program, and I'll go through how to install it and set it up and how to use it. So to install it, I'll be using 3ds Max today actually. It's really good for like COD 4 scenes and stuff, and like 3D scenes overall. So if you're using 3ds Max, obviously you're not going to use the Mac version. You'll use Windows or Linux. So you download the Windows version and install it, and that's pretty easy to do. So when that's done, you'll come up with this program, Sibl Gui 4. And after you install that, there's one more thing you need to do. You need to download the helper script. So there's one for 3ds Max, Maya, and XSI. So I'm going to download the helper script right now, and I'll show you where to put that. Okay, so you need WinRAR to open it up, I think. Or it might be so wait, I'm going to open this folder. Okay, so you extract it and go in here, and the README, you don't need that. You just need these two folders, and you need to place these in your Mac startup folder. So I'm going to go to Computer, Program Files, Autodesk, 3ds Max 2012, and pretty much just go to whatever version this is for. And by the way, this is for the lighting systems, let's see, standard, scanline, and V-Ray. So I'll be using V-Ray today. So let's go under scripts and startup. And you can see I already have these in here, but pretty much you just drag them into the startup scripts folder, and I can replace these because I already have them, but they're the same things. So that's pretty much all as for installation wise. So open up Sibl Gui, and you most likely won't have all of these. I downloaded these, and I'll show you where I downloaded these. It's at the Sibl archive, and I'll have this link in the description also. There's tons in here for you to use, and pretty much they're just the HDRI lighting system images. And what it does is the person who makes the set for the Sibl set, they tell the system where the lights and the sun is going to be, so everything is accurate as for the lighting and reflections. So I'm going to find one that I'll use here. This is kind of like a deserty map, so I'm going to use this desert highway, and I'm going to click send to software, and this is fine. It says loader script output done and some other error thing, but that doesn't really matter. So once you do that, oh, by the way, when you export it, before you do that, make sure it's on the correct one over here. I already had it set to V-Ray standard. So if you don't have V-Ray and you're just using either Mental Ray or Scanline, just click on those. So then click Open Output Directory, and this is where I exported the script for 3ds Max. So I would personally make a shortcut on my desktop, or actually I already did. Do that. Yeah, right here. This is pretty much the same folder right here. So just make a shortcut on your desktop or something, or just copy this, and then go into 3ds Max, and go into your scene, go to Mac script, run script, and find that folder. It is on the desktop and Sibl output, and click on the script and click open. might take a few moments to load, but that's okay. And you should see a bunch of stuff pop up. Yep. Pretty much this white globe thing is the pretty much a dome for the reflections and stuff. This floor plane, I can actually select it and move it down because that's going to interfere with everything else. Okay, let's see. Alright, that's good. Okay, so under render setup, you can go in here and you can see that it already set up your rendering options. And I'm going to go to HD TV video and 1280 by 720 here, and you can see that's already on V-Ray Advanced. And let's see, I'm just going to set some settings right here. I mean, this isn't a lighting tutorial, but usually I use adaptive DMC, and I'll use up to 50 subdivisions. And under settings, under the DMC sampler, the noise threshold is pretty much what controls your quality and overall render time. So if you're just testing stuff, then I would make this 0.1, because the higher it is, the faster it renders and worse quality it is. But if you're going for a nice render, I go for 0.01 or 0.005. So my computer isn't that great right now, so I'm just going to go 0.01 for you guys. And so that should do for now. And let's see, looks good. I'm just going to get positioned in a area where this will look decent here. And actually, let me change the resolution here. I tend to like let's see, 1280 by maybe like 500. I kind of like the widescreen look for 3D. So also, before I render this, you can see that I have my V-Ray Sun right here, and you can see that pretty much in the HDRI photo it's exactly in the spot where the sun is, so all the lighting will be completely accurate. And right here, none of my materials are really reflective because I just ripped this from COD 4 and I didn't really mess with any materials, so everything is going to kind of be matte and it's not going to be reflective, so it's not really going to look as nice, but you know, you can kind of see how quick this will, you know, how this scene can be set up so quickly, and the result should be pretty decent. So I'm going to go to perspective and show save frames, and this is what's going to be rendered. I'm going to render this and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, the render finished, and yeah, it looks pretty darn good. I mean, for, you know, to set it up that quick, and it's pretty amazing. So you can see back there, you can see there's like the little house like from the HDRI image, but I'm pretty sure you could set that off by, let's see, I'm going to render setup and actually render environment, and checking off use map, and that'll make sure that, you know, the background won't show from the HDRI image. But you know, anyhow, this looks pretty darn good. Yeah, so hope you guys like this tutorial, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be making another tutorial soon, so be looking out for that. Alright, thanks.